Ever pondered if time travel could be real? What if I told you the Simpsons have been hinting at this for decades? Welcome to a realm where reality and fiction intertwine, where the lines blur between what's possible and what's purely imaginative. Today we're delving into the paradox of time travel, a concept as fascinating as it is perplexing. It's an idea that has sparked countless debates, inspired numerous works of fiction, and even caught the attention of some of the greatest minds in science. Now you may be wondering, what does a yellow-skinned, four-fingered animated family from Springfield have to do with this? Well, The Simpsons, the longest-running American sitcom, has a knack for subtly incorporating these complex ideas into its episodes and intriguingly predicting future events. Take, for instance, the episode Bart to the Future. This episode, aired in the year 2000, astonishingly predicted a real-life event that would not occur until 16 years later: the presidency of Donald Trump. Then there's Lisa's Wedding, an episode that aired in 1995, which showcased technology eerily similar to today's smartwatches and virtual assistants long before they were invented. Such instances raise the question, is The Simpsons merely a comedic show, or is it subtly hinting at the possibility of time travel or precognition? The idea may sound far-fetched, but when you consider the number of accurate predictions the show has made, it does make you wonder. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Time travel is a complex concept filled with paradoxes that challenge our understanding of reality. If you could travel back in time, could you alter the course of history? Or is time a fixed entity, impervious to our attempts to change it? And if time travel were indeed possible, wouldn't we already know thanks to a visit from our future selves? Intriguing, isn't it? How a seemingly comedic show could hint at something as complex as time travel. The Simpsons aren't just about laughter and satire. They've predicted the future more times than we can count. This iconic show, with its yellow-skinned, four-fingered characters, has been sharing glimpses of the future since the late 20th century, leaving us in awe of its uncanny accuracy. Consider this. Back in the year 2000, in an episode titled Bart to the Future, we saw Lisa Simpson as the President of the United States. She referred to a budget crunch from her predecessor, President Trump. Fast forward to 2016, and we saw the real-life election of Donald Trump as the president. Coincidence? Perhaps. But the Simpsons have a knack for these so-called coincidences. Then there was the time in 1997 when the show featured a storyline about a virus called Osaka flu, spreading from Japan to Springfield. Fast forward to 2014, and the world was hit with a devastating Ebola outbreak. The parallels were eerie, to say the least. And let's not forget about the smartwatch. In a 1995 episode, we see Lisa's future husband speaking into a watch-like device. 2 decades later, smartwatches are a common sight, with people using them to make calls, send texts, track their health and more. It's not just these major events either. The Simpsons have predicted countless smaller details too, from autocorrect fails to the tiger attack on Siegfried and Roy. Each time they've presented these events years before they actually happened. But the question remains, how does a show known for its humor and satire consistently predict real-world events with such accuracy? Is it a matter of sheer luck, or is there something more at play? The Simpsons didn't just predict these events, they presented them years before they happened. Makes one wonder, doesn't it? So, are these predictions a result of time travel or just mere coincidences? This is the question that has been causing a buzz in the pop culture sphere, sparking heated debates among fans and critics alike. On one side of the debate, we have the time travel theorists. They propose that the creators of The Simpsons have somehow stumbled upon a device or method that allows them to peek into the future. This, they argue, is the only plausible explanation for the show's uncanny ability to predict real-life events years before they happen. Then, there are those who believe in the power of coincidence. These critics argue that with the sheer volume of content produced by The Simpsons over the course of more than 3 decades, it's statistically likely that some events depicted in the show will eventually mirror real-life happenings. There are also those who sit on the fence, proposing a blend of coincidence and keen insight. They argue that the creators of The Simpsons, being astute observers of society, are able to foresee the likely outcomes of current trends and incorporate these predictions into their scripts. And let's not forget the skeptics, who maintain that all of this is nothing more than selective interpretation. They argue that fans and media outlets comb through episodes of The Simpsons, selectively picking out scenes that seem to predict real-life events while ignoring the vast majority of content that doesn't align with reality. And what about the creators themselves? They've remained largely silent on the matter, adding fuel to the mystery. Are they time travelers, prophetic geniuses, or just really lucky guessers? In the end, the debate boils down to this. Do you believe in the extraordinary or the mundane? Do you see a time machine or a mirror reflecting our society? Are these predictions the result of a peek into the future, or just a testament to the show's brilliant writing and social commentary? Whether it's time travel or coincidence, it's undeniably fascinating how a cartoon can predict real-life events with such accuracy. Or what does this imply about The Simpsons and the world we live in? An intriguing question indeed. The uncanny accuracy of The Simpsons' predictions has led many to wonder if the creators of the show possess some sort of prophetic ability. But perhaps there's more to this story than meets the eye. The Simpsons, over its long run, has not only served as a source of laughter and entertainment, but also as a sharp social commentary. It's a show that's unafraid to satirize and critique societal norms, politics, and pop culture. The predictions could be a testament to their astute observations of trends and patterns in society, rather than a mystical crystal ball revealing the future. The implications of these predictions are vast and multifaceted. On one hand, they might be viewed as a form of implicit satire, a way for the creators to express their views on the trajectory of our society. On the other hand, they could be seen as a mirror, reflecting not only where we are now, but where we might be heading. What's truly fascinating is the power of media, particularly a show like The Simpsons, to shape our perceptions of reality. It's a testament to the show's influence that we even entertain the idea that it could predict the future. This phenomenon isn't just about the predictions themselves, but about our reactions to them. We view them with a sense of awe, incredulity, and perhaps a dash of fear. It's a stark reminder of the power of storytelling and how it can resonate on a deep subconscious level. The Simpsons, then, is more than just a cartoon. It's a cultural touchstone, a societal barometer, and yes, a predictor of sorts. The show's predictions are not just eerie coincidences, but reflective of our times and indicative of potential future scenarios. The Simpsons are not just a source of entertainment, but perhaps a mirror reflecting our future. The show may not have a time-traveling DeLorean or a TARDIS, but it does have a knack for capturing the zeitgeist in a way few other shows can. It's a testament to the show's enduring relevance and its uncanny ability to keep its finger on the pulse of society. So, have The Simpsons been time-traveling all along? That's the question we've been dancing around. The Simpsons, as we know, have an uncanny knack for predicting the future with an accuracy that would make Nostradamus jealous. From foreseeing the invention of smartwatches to the election of certain political figures, the show has repeatedly hit the nail on the head. And these aren't just vague, could apply to anything type of predictions. They're specific, detailed, and eerily accurate. So, is it possible that the creators of The Simpsons have a time machine tucked away in their writer's room? Well, it's a fun theory to entertain. If we were to seriously consider this, it would mean that Matt Groening and his team are not just talented artists and writers, but also pioneers of quantum physics. A more plausible theory, though, is that The Simpsons are great at observing trends, extrapolating them into the future, and wrapping them up in a comedic, yellow-skinned package. They see where society is heading, and they're not afraid to show us in their unique satirical way. But what if there's more to it? What if, hidden within the episodes, are subtle hints at their time-traveling escapades? Some fans believe that the numerous clocks seen in the background of various scenes are not just set decoration, but a secret code. A way for the creators to wink at us, hinting at their temporal adventures. Of course, This is all speculation. As much as we'd love to believe that the Simpsons have a DeLorean parked in their garage, the truth is probably a lot less fantastical. But isn't that the beauty of the Simpsons? They create a world where the absurd is possible, the unlikely is likely, and the future is just another episode away. Whether the Simpsons are time travelers or not, one thing is clear. They've given us a lot to think about, and who knows, they might just predict what happens next.